Ashwin.
Yeah,
Hi Ashwin, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How's your day?
Yeah, it's fine. How's yours?
Yeah, it was good. It's morning right now. It's 6 a.m. So I
All
just
right.
start my day. Yeah. So Ashwin, your camera is not working, I guess.
All right.
Oh, hi. So tell me about yourself.
1 second, he's just switching on the lights. Why is it blurred, Ashwin? Remove the blurring. Why like that? Hear it. I want to make it correct.
Yeah. What did you ask before?
I'm asking, tell me about yourself, like what do you like?
Well, my name's ashwin, and I'm in grade 7. And well,
What do you like?
like to play outside with my friends and study. I guess.
Okay, you like study. What's your favorite subject? Your mom told me that you are like very good in academics. That's very nice.
Yeah,
What's your favorite subject?
science and math.
Okay, science is your favorite subject. Science like chemistry, biology, or
Yeah, a
physics
combination.
combination. Uh, okay, you are looking for medicinary, right? You want to
Yeah.
go with medicine, right? Okay, you like chemistry.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite part in chemistry? Like
Right?
Well,
easy or you find difficult in chemistry?
I haven't really done chemistry yet, so
Okay, all right. So shall we start our session?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is my qualification. Okay, this is my little introduction. I like traveling. I used to do tracking. I enjoy to engage myself with people of different culture. So we start our session with biology, okay? Uh, Before that, I would like to ask you some question, like basic questions, so that I get an idea where, like, how's your study going, where you are
Yeah. All
stuck.
right.
Okay. So, can you tell me about what is the fundamental unit of life? Do you have any idea?
Well, I'm not really sure. Like, are you asking for, like,
Okay. Do you know about a cell?
yeah,
You hear anything about cell? Okay. What is
yes.
right? Very nice. What is cell according to you?
Well, it's like, it's technically everything around you.
Everything around you. Okay. Uh,
Wait,
this
no, no,
non-living.
yeah,
Sorry. This
nothing.
non-living things also made up of cells.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you are saying yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Actually, cell is.
Oh, wait, never mind.
You
Yeah.
can say that.
Oh, yeah, for living beings, yeah.
Yeah. Is you can say that building block unit for life. Okay, living beings only of living beings like human beings, plants, humans, plants, everything, bacteria, they all made up of cell. Okay, So we can say that we all made up of cell. Then why we look different? Like humans are look completely different, plants look different. We are made up of cell, right?
Ah,
Then why we look different from each other? Human being, we have,
there's different types of cells.
yeah, there is different type of cell. Do you know about any kind of cell, like anything?
Yeah, I know some.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the human body, there's white blood cells, red blood cells. In the plant,
Okay.
there's xylem and phloem.
Okay. There is two type of cell. Okay. Eukaryotic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. A second, and second one is prokaryotic, right?
Yes.
What are eukaryotic and prokaryotic? Like eukaryotic are basic cells, like not much advanced. Okay, these are basic cells, and prokaryotic are like advanced cells. Why I use the word advanced and basic? Because in this the working is little complex. Okay, complex working. And in eukaryotic, the working is simple, as in one cell can do every work. Okay, no division of work, no specification. Okay, but in complex cell, we have like our digestive cells can do only work of digestion, right? The respiratory cells can do the work of respiration. So there is a division of work. Okay, so how the discovery of cell happens? There's a scientist in 1665. Okay, in 1665, there's a scientist whose name is Robert Hooke. Okay, what he did, he took a bark. Okay, bark of a tree. You know about the bark? Do you understand the meaning of bark? Like
Yeah,
cork?
yeah.
Yeah, that is, we can say that dead substance. Okay, dead substance. So what he did, he took a bark under the microscope. Okay, under the microscope, what he observed there are a lot of compartments or units are present. Okay, lots of units of compartments are present, and they are empty. They are empty. Why they are empty? Because this is dead. Okay, empty shells, empty shells or unit he observed. They are empty because the bark is a dead substance, right?
Yes.
So, for the first time, the discovery of the shell is a dead shell. So, who did the discovery of living cell? Do you know about it?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Do you want to note anything from here?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, done, thanks.
Mhm. Okay, then a scientist like Anthony Lowen Hooke, okay, he performed an experiment with bacteria. Bacteria is living being, right? Fungus, mhm, or we can say RBCs or sperm, okay? He observed all these shells. These are living shells.
What are RBCs again?
What you are saying?
What are RBCs?
RBCs. These are red blood cells. Red
Oh,
blood cells. Okay. And this is the reproductory cell. Okay. And you know about the bacteria, right? These are made up of unicellular. Okay. These are unicellular organisms. Unicellular organism. What is the meaning of unicellular organism? They made by single cell. Okay, only single cell. That single cell perform all function of their body. Okay, like excretion, respiratory, all functions are done by single cell. Then you know that there is in cell there is a nucleus, right? Okay, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. Okay, he discovered the nucleus, and this is a theory of the cell theory. Okay, theory of cell. What is the theory of cell? I told you about the cell, like how cell discover, but the thing is how new living being created, like how new cell build up, how cell form. You know that?
like how new cells are formed?
Yeah, how new cell can build, how we can make new cell.
There's something like cell cloning or something. I remember I looked.
We can make cell in laboratory, right? We can't make cell by our cell are not man-made. But what happened is a male, okay, and this is a female. What happened is sperm cell, okay, and they have ovum cells. The fusion occur, and we got zygote, right? And this is a new cell. Okay, this is new cell. This is how new cell build. The division of all cells form a new cell, right? Theory of cell tell us about division of all cells into new, right? And the cycle goes on. Then new cells uh, uh, perform division, then again new cell form, like cycle goes on, right? Can you understand these things?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You want to note anything from here?
Oh yeah. Give me like 10 seconds. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. Uh, Let me recall you what I tell you right now. I tell you about cell, right? I tell you about discovery of cells. I tell you about who discovered nucleus, right? I tell you
Yeah.
about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Mhm. You recall
Yes.
it? Oh, all right. Then I told you about cell theory. You get all this point? Do you have any question?
No, not now.
I told you about unicellular and multicellular organism, right? I told you about there is some unicellular and some are multicellular organism, right?
Yes.
So what is the difference between unicellular organism and multicellular organism?
While unicellular has one cell, and multicellular has
Yes,
more than one cell.
yes, only single cell, right? And they have multiple cells. This is the one difference. And second is, we can say that all reaction or all functions are done by single cell, right? And in this, we can say that specific or specific cell do particular function, okay? There is no division of work, no division of work. Like I told you before, okay, let me give an example. Let's suppose we have 100 of cells, right? And we distribute them like 25, 25, 25. What happens? They are distributed in their functions, like these 25 do, you can say respiration, okay? Respiration. These 25 are do excretion. These do reproduction. And these handle nutrition, okay? So what happened? These 25 cells get mastery in respiration, because in the entire life, they do respiration, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So in this, in multicellular organism, they are like get bored, and what they say, they want assistant, okay? They want assistant for help. There is some assistant for help. What we call them? We call them cell organelles, okay? Organelles. So in multicellular cell, we have cell organelles. And in this, no cell organelles, okay?
So like the cell organelle is the
Cell
specific
organelle,
cells.
yeah, they are like helper. They are helper. You hear about Golgi apparatus, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticular, ribosomes.
Yeah.
Yes. What are these? These are the helper. Okay. These are the cell organelles. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So there is division of work. Okay. And their life is very short. They have short life. And they have long life. Okay. So do you want to like note down anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we have, what are the part of cells? Like, what are the important part of cells? Cells have, okay, I can say that there is three important part, okay? Important part of cell. In eukaryotic and prokaryotic, both have cell wall, or we can say cell membrane, okay? Cell membrane. Both have cell wall, cell membrane. Both have cytoplasm, okay? Both have cytoplasm. Both have nucleus. These are the three important parts which eukaryotic and prokaryotic both have. Okay, there is some more important, like we can say, part, but they are not in eukaryotic, they are not in prokaryotic. We talk about that later. Okay, so cytoplasm. So what is cell wall, cell membrane, or cell web, cell wall? Cell wall is part of prokaryotic. Okay, and in eukaryotic we call it cell wall. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, cell wall can be called permeable membrane. Permeable membrane. Why? This is a layer. Okay, like this is our cell. This is that layer which cover the cell is cell membrane. Okay, this is cell membrane. So I write this diagram like this. This is double layer. Okay, this is cell membrane, and cell membrane have two layers. This is double layer. Okay, what cell wall did? Cell wall separate the content or cell from outside surrounding. Okay, because this is a covering. This is covering of cell. Okay, cell wall is an envelope or covering that give a separate environment to the cell. Okay, where lot of metabolic activity is performed. I use the word separate, not isolate. Separate, not isolate. What is the difference between separate or isolate? You know that?
Separate is splitting apart. Isolate is like
Completely cut off.
yeah.
Yeah, in isolation, there is no transfer of any content, like selectively, we can't transfer anything from outside to inside, from inside to outside, right? But in cell membrane, there is selectively permeable. Cell membrane is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable means it allows selective content. Okay, selective content to enter inside the cell or throw out from cell to outside. Okay, from cell to outside environment. You get all this point?
Yeah.
Okay, cell wall is made up of lipid and protein. Okay, made up of lipid and proteins. These are the main characteristic of cell membrane. Okay, there is one point of is like who give the double layer structure. We can explain the double layer structure by fluid mosaic model. Okay, right?
What? Sorry, couldn't hear you properly.
This is the double layer structure of cell. Okay, there is some pores in the cell wall. As I told you, this is selectively permeable. Okay, so this is the separation, not isolation. There is some lipids, proteins. These are the content that made cell wall. Okay, Cell membrane is made
What are
up of
lipids?
lipid and proteins.
What are lipids?
Lipids, like lipids are amino acids. You know about carbohydrates?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, these are the carbohydrates. Like amino acids are also carbohydrates. The carbohydrates are the compounds which have carbon and hydrogen specifically. Okay, these are the organic compounds. You want to note down that?
Yeah, once.
And cell membrane is a like we can say living. Okay, this is a living.
Yeah, you can continue.
As I told you, this membrane is selectively permeable, so it performs some transport. Okay, transport of like we can say fluids, minerals, some solid particle, also foods. Okay, proteins, transport across cell membrane. There are three type of transport. First is passive, second is active, and then bulk transfer. Okay, passive, as we know about this name passive, this is slow process. Okay, slow process. It does not need, no need of any energy, no need of any energy to transfer. Okay, in passive transfer, we don't need any energy. Okay, this process happen automatically, does not require any carrier, no requirement of carrier. Content don't need any carrier like ions, like sodium ion or potassium ion. Okay, you get it?
Yeah.
By this transfer, only small particles transfer. And passive transfer is also of two types, like diffusion and osmosis. You know about diffusion or osmosis, any process?
I've heard about them, but and osmosis has something to do with the semi-permeable membrane. I know that.
Yeah, in diffusion, like I can give an example of water. Okay, water, I put ink inside of water. This is an example of diffusion. There is fraction of second, like we see that the homogeneous solution form, right? The clear solution, the blue solution form, right? So what is this? This is an example of diffusion. What is osmosis? Osmosis are of three type. Okay, are of three type. In first, if solvent concentration is higher than solute. You know about solute and solvent?
Yeah.
What
I
is
know that
what is
solvent. I know that solvent. Solvent's like sugar. No, not salt and stuff.
Okay,
Salt, for example.
solvent is the maximum content, okay, maximum content present in the solution. Like if I have a water and I add 1 tablespoon sugar, okay, so in this case the water is solvent. Water is solvent because the maximum quantity of my solution is contained water, right? And the sugar is solvent, solute, okay. You get the difference between solute and solvent.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. So if the concentration, you know the concentration,
yeah.
okay, if the concentration of solvent is higher than solute, if the concentration of solvent is equal to solute, and third case is if solvent have lower concentration than solute, okay. These are the three like cases where osmosis happen. In first case, you know that the transfer of gradient, any content, the transfer of gradient is like higher concentration to lower. Anything which transfer from higher concentration to lower is cell gradient, because this is the way any reaction happen. Like if I have a higher level of water, if I have a higher level of water and in second beaker I have a lower level, I put a like tube in the beaker, so what happened? The level became equal, right? The content traveled from higher concentration to lower. Can you get that? Okay, I can give one more example. If you have a sugar, like very concentrated sugar syrup, okay, and you have plain water, if you like mix the content by a pipe, after some time, what you notice, the concentration became equal, right? Why concentration became equal? Because the higher concentration sugar syrup moves from this to this, and ultimately the concentration became equal, okay. So the thing is, every time the content move from higher concentration to lower concentration, okay. Now if the solvent concentration is high, can you tell me the transfer, how the transfer happened from
Well,
solute to solvent, or from solute to solvent, or solvent to solute?
solvent to solutes until they both
Yeah,
equal.
yes, right. Like if solvent have higher concentration than solute, like this is our cell, okay, so the maximum content are outside, we can say it solvent, and inside the cell we have solute, and this have high concentration and this have lower concentration. Then the content move from outside to inside, right? From outside to inside the cell. This is what happened. What's the result of this? Like cell swollen. Can you notice that thing in your life? Like if you put a resin, okay, resin inside the water for the whole night, and in the morning you see, what do you see? The resin swollen up, right? Have you ever seen this thing?
Or not really, but I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. If you put anything in the water, the inside concentration is high, outside is low. uh, Sorry, outside is high, inside is low, so the content move from outside to inside. The same thing happened here. So cell swollen. In second case, if the concentration of solvent equal to solute, what happened here? The transfer of content from inside to outside or outside to inside, or there is no transfer.
There is no transfer.
Yeah, in this case, there is no transfer because the concentration are equal, right? And in third case, if solvent have lower concentration than solute, in this case, like solute have higher concentration than solvent. So the content move from inside to outside, right? So in this case, cell shrinks, right? Because the content move outside. You get all these things?
So like when the solute goes outside, the cell is smaller, and when the solvent, so when the solute goes outside, the cell is smaller, and
These
the
are the
solvent
examples. Carry on.
the solvent goes outside, it shrinks.
Yeah, right. These are the example of osmosis, right?
Yeah.
Like passive transport across cell membrane.
Yeah.
You remember this thing now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is osmosis and diffusion. So I recall what I teach you. Can I erase it, or you want to like note anything, note down anything?
Yeah, if you want, you can erase it. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So the thing is, we have second case of transport, that is active transport. Active transport. In this is the opposite of passive. In this, we need energy. Okay, we need energy for transfer. We need carriers like sodium ions and potassium for transport. Okay, this process is fast. Okay, fast process. And the transfer is opposite to the gradient of cell, like lower concentration to higher concentration. Okay, transfer is against cell gradient. Okay,
What do you mean by against cell gradient?
against cell gradient is like in cell gradient, always the transfer of any content is from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, but if I say against cell gradient, that means transfer is from lower concentration to higher concentration. Okay, do you get this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the third is bulk